Hey guys, what's up? This is Kazi from cleverprogrammer.com, and I don't care if you're a swimmer, I don't care if you're a shark hunter or a programmer. Everybody needs to know how they can make more money and more sources of income. It's one of the most common questions I've been getting recently. Hey Kazi, I don't have any money. How can I make more money starting today? So that's what this video is going to cover. Let's jump right into it. Before we jump into the top 4 ways you can start making more money today, would you please go hit that like button so we can reach out to more people and help them as well? Also, if you have subscribed to my channel, there's a little bell shows up to the right of the subscription box. So if you click that, then you can make sure that the video gets directly to you, because there's currently a problem with YouTube where the videos aren't going directly into your inbox. So I don't want that to happen to you, so you don't miss out on these tips and tricks. So the advice I'm going to offer you today works pretty much for all ages, so I don't want you to worry about that. First of all, before we start talking about different ways you can make more money, you need to understand why somebody would pay you. People want to pay you if you provide them with some kind of value. What I mean by that is, for example, I'll see a Facebook post by one of my friends going, "Hey, I'm trying to get a job for $9 an hour. Who's trying to hire?" What's wrong with that pitch? What's immediately very wrong with that pitch, and probably nobody wants to hire that person? It seems that they're desperate and they really have nothing to offer besides just ask you for money. What you need to do that's different from somebody with that kind of approach is make sure that you offer something of value so people want to give you money for it. Now I'm going to share with you the first way that you can make more money starting today. Teaching private lessons. Do you have expertise in any area of your life? Now, a lot of people have this almost inferiority complex, I want to say, where they think that they're not good enough or whatever they teach is not valuable enough to people. How about if I told you that people making very basic caricatures, cartoons essentially, are getting paid $250 an hour, and this started with $8 an hour at a point? What if I told you that I myself, as a chess coach, I started charging people $25 an hour, $30 an hour when I pretty much began my career and I was 17 years old, to then going on and being able to charge people upwards of $150 an hour? Is that ridiculous? That is pretty crazy. But people are willing to pay you if you have a certain skill that you can teach them. I guarantee that if you dig deep down enough, you have skills that you can share with people that would really help them. Think about all of the ways that you can help somebody. Okay, I don't care if it's your friend or your grandma, but if you are able to help them with one of their things, you can help somebody else who's willing to pay you for your certain thing that you can help them with. So I'm going to tell you about some websites that you can actually go to. One of them is called takelessons.com. Okay, you can actually go there, make a profile, and if there's a certain skill that you think you can bring to the table, most of those things you're able to charge for. For example, I've taught lessons on table tennis. I've taught lessons on video editing. Am I a professional video editor? No way. That's not something I do for a living. Sure, I make videos and put them up on YouTube for you guys to watch, but I am in no way a professional editor. Anything that you think you can offer to other people, you need to find that group of people that needs your help and then offer your services to them. Okay? Getting rich is not a byproduct of saving more on, I don't know, a cup of coffee, or saving $15 or $5 a day, trying not to hang out with your friends, trying not to go out too much, trying not to play a game when they want to play it, or watching a movie outside. That is not how you become rich. There's a limit to how much you can cut from your spending, but there's no limit to how much you can earn. So you need to think in terms of how you can increase your income streams rather than cut your spending. I'm not saying cutting your spending is a bad thing. If you're doing something obnoxious, sure, like if you're subscribed to 30 different TV channels, maybe cut your subscription or something like that. That might help you. Now, regarding lessons, or private lessons. You don't have to be an expert in that industry to offer them. You can be just one step ahead of them, and often people like that a lot better than somebody who's just an expert, because somebody who's an expert can't get down most of the times to their level to explain to them exactly what they need to know. But somebody who's only one step ahead can explain that very clearly and understands the troubles of the person who was right behind him. So if you're learning about coding and you're learning about programming, even from my videos on Python and where I teach you object-oriented programming in Python, where you can start to create apps, you can teach those skills to other people. You can go on these websites, these platforms, or reach out to people locally and offer private lessons and teach them. If you learn about Hello World, you can teach somebody and charge people. Trust me, most people don't know anything about coding usually when they're looking up an instructor for coding. So if you know things like if-else statements, or you know how to write simple things like variables and functions, you can tutor those people and help them. In terms of your hourly rate, you can start it off low and start to increase as time progresses. That's something that I want you to play around with, because if you're afraid, you're never gonna make more money. You're gonna be stuck at one level. So stop being worried about what other people are thinking or what they think is a regular rate. I want you to keep upping your rate, and if at a point you're not running into anybody who wants your business, then you can lower it. But don't be stuck at one rate and trying to be comfortable, because when you start being comfortable, that's when you don't make leaps ahead. And again, money is a good way to get freedom. Travel with your friends and family. Go out, watch movies, hang out with your friends, go out to freaking Paris if you want to, and pay for your friends, family, or girlfriend, or whoever, and nobody has to worry about anything. So ultimately, it's about the freedom that you get from money, not like you're just greedy for money and that's all you want to do, right? So those are a few points I want to make clear. Another website you can sign up to today is called wiseant.com. Now, all of these tools may or may not work for you. You may or may not get hired because of these, but I have gotten a lot of business, especially when I was starting out, from those places. All of these platforms essentially allow you to market a certain skill set that you have and sends you people who are interested in that. So you can tutor them / teach them and then help them get to where they want to go. Let's move on to the second way you can start making more money today. This is not something that I discovered on my own, though I had kind of hunches of it and I did a little bit of this, but I was really formally introduced to this by somebody named Ramit Sethi. If you don't follow him, you need to start following him, because he offers a ton of amazing content, and especially related to how you can start making more money and increase your income. And he offers 98% of this stuff for free. Okay, so you have nothing to lose, and almost everything he says is pretty on point. So what the heck is a briefcase technique? Have you ever gone to an interview or had to actually meet with somebody to pitch your idea? Have you ever gone in unprepared? Have you ever thought about how you need to prepare, or how much is good enough? How much preparation is necessary for increasing your chances at landing that job, landing that private lesson, landing that freelancer gig, right? Well, the answer to that is there's no amount of preparation that's good enough, but if you over prepare, that's always the best way to go about it. The briefcase technique is about over preparing to an insane amount. So rather than focusing and negotiating your salary with them, your hourly rate with them, if you focus more on the aspect of how you can bring more value into their company, what kind of things you can offer to them, you have pretty much like a list of things that you can do to help them made already. And it's also ingrained at the top of your head. You also know about the company, their competitors, how you can bring value to them and how you can help them. If you can take out all of the guesswork from them, then them paying you just simply becomes a matter of triviality. It simply becomes a formality. That's really what it comes down to. Because if you've done all of the homework, if you are so freaking over prepared when you go and meet that client, it's actually more inconvenient for them to say no to you to look for somebody else, because they know they're not going to get anybody as good as you, right? And this is a byproduct of just over preparing and over delivering. So that's how you can land big clients. That's how you can land more gigs as a freelancer trying to teach private lessons or whatever it is that you think you can do. Moving on to the third way you can start to make more money today. Social media management. Almost nobody wants to do it because they're like, marketers, I don't want to deal with any of that. So a lot of your local businesses, especially restaurants, need people who can manage their social media because they don't want to deal with that. They want to just deal with their business. They want to focus on whatever is going on, but a lot of them personally don't want to deal with social media management. So you can reach out to them and tell them how you can bring more value to them. You don't even need to talk about money when you start. Okay, if somebody starts to bring in money, just tell them, hold on one second. I think I have a few offers. I have a few valuable suggestions that can help take your business to the next level. And that's what I would like to discuss. With a lot of these companies, they don't want to manage their social media. You can be the one to manage it. You can charge them from anywhere between $500 to $1,000 a month. And especially if you can get multiple clients, now you have a few $1,000s or a few $100s coming in every month. I don't think that hurts anybody. The fourth way you can start making more money today. Building websites. If you go out and build websites or offer to build websites for people, that is something that can really help other businesses. And again, when you're offering something valuable to other people, that is likely going to benefit you and help you as well. And people, again, want to pay you for your services. So this is a great one where you can combine your coding knowledge. So you can learn about programming and you can learn about coding, and you can use that to actually build websites. So now you're killing two birds with one stone. You're sharpening your coding skills, and then you're also building websites for other people at the same time and getting paid for it. Again, you can reach out to local businesses, offer a website with a flat fee, I don't know, $1,000 to $2,000 or more, and then you can offer social media management for a few $100s a month. Again, you can start off lower to build a rapport, to put something on your portfolio, but eventually I want you to start charging people more. See, this is the great thing about having multiple sources of income. So then you can negotiate a higher rate without freaking out so much. One of my friends went to apply for a job as an engineer, and they were gonna give him, I don't know, about $50,000 or something like that a year. And he was so worried about losing that offer if he tried to charge them a higher price. He said, instead of $50,000, can we do like $55,000? And those guys literally went like, okay, deal. What does that mean? That means that they could have offered him a ton of more money, but because they're like, wow, we're getting an engineer, like holy crap, and that's it. He just wanted $5,000 more. I mean, like, okay, sure, deal. So a lot of the times people will try to lowball you. It's up to you to stand up and negotiate a higher, more intelligent price. But if you don't do that, nobody will just hand you money because they're gonna think, we're gonna pay this guy. This guy's worth exactly what he thinks he's worth, or she. But I can understand from my friend's perspective. Here he is, a student who's making no money, trying to get a job. So he essentially went from making $0 to $50,000. Now that is a huge jump, but had he had multiple sources of income, he would have been able to negotiate a much better rate when he went in for the interview. So try to focus on having multiple sources of income rather than cutting, spending, and micromanaging and living a coupon-based life. That's not how you make more money. That's not how you get more freedom. Okay, so the final fifth bonus way: get a subscription to Audible. In today's day and age, I totally understand when people say I don't have enough time to read books, because people are reading things constantly all the time. If you read books, that is the best way to gain more knowledge, because think about it. A lot of these people spent years of their time, probably thousands to millions of dollars, failing, researching, perfecting, optimizing something, and then they just hand it to you in like a $10 book. And here we are going, oh man, they're ripping us off. These people are really ripping us off. Are you kidding me? Like, somebody who's spent probably millions of dollars is now selling all their advice to help you. You're gonna say they're trying to scam you? I mean, I go to a gas station and spend more money buying bags of chips for a movie night than $10 or $5 for something educational. And why do we do that? Why are we so hesitant to invest more money into knowledge? I mean, we're not hesitant to throw money out on other things, a lot of the other things that we do. So what is Audible? Audible is essentially audiobooks. And why I'm so crazy about Audible, and again, I'm not sponsored by Audible. I don't have an affiliate link at the bottom to Audible. I'm not getting paid by Audible for this at all right? I'm just trying to tell you that this is an amazing service that can help you. How I got into this and how this channel even started is essentially due to Audible. I swear to God, without Audible, this channel wouldn't exist, and all this advice that you're getting and probably all the tutorials you followed, you wouldn't have gotten, at least from me. I am not a huge reader. I can't sit there and read books. It takes me a long time and I just can't do it. Though I think that that's the best way to acquire knowledge. But with Audible, you can listen to it. So every time I drive, all I had to do was replace music with learning. So every time I'm going for a drive, like I'm going 30 minutes somewhere and coming 30 minutes back, or 10 minutes somewhere, coming 10 minutes back, I'm listening to an audiobook. And if an audiobook is 4 hours long, listening to quite a bunch of it every ride. And eventually you'll finish a lot of them. And on Audible, they give you, for $14.95, they give you 1 credit every single month that's recurring, which means that every month you can get 1 to 2 books. And then sometimes they give you free credits as well. But let's just sit here and do the math, right? Okay, so people freak out so much about subscriptions, like $14.95. Oh my God, that is so insane. Here's how I like to think of it. If you're doing a private lesson and you're teaching people something, that's 1 hour of your time for the whole month or more. Generally, you don't charge $14, $15. You can start off with $20, $30 an hour. So if you teach one lesson, just one lesson, you're making more than enough money, almost twice the money that you pay for Audible. But let's just sit here and do some math. So let's do $14.95 times 12. Essentially, you'd be paying somewhere around $180 a year for Audible, right? If you get one client because of listening to books, you can be making thousands of dollars. I personally have landed multiple clients because of Audible. This channel that you're watching right now, as of this moment, I think I'm making like $200 to $300 or more in ad revenue on YouTube. Did that pay off for Audible? I think so. Like, if I just do very simple math without anything else, that's $3,600 a year for me. And again, Audible was $180. So again, if you want to increase your money exponentially, you need to take exponential steps. You can't take like baby steps and play safe your whole life. You need to experiment, try to obtain more sources of income, play around with negotiation, so a higher rate versus a lower rate, learn about soft skills and marketing yourselves, and again, try doing those things. Just a quick recap: lessons, anything of expertise that you can offer to somebody else, that you can teach anybody else, okay? It could be building websites or whatever, right? Second thing, Briefcase technique. Go in over prepared for any interview, especially as a freelancer. That's so helpful. You can put up your ads on Craigslist for anything that you can teach them. Even juggling. You can teach people juggling. People will pay you for that. 3, social media management. Local businesses, restaurants, call them. Go up to them, talk with them. You'll be surprised by how many people want your help, even lawyers, right? They want somebody to handle their social media. Okay, so that's your 3rd way. 4th way, build websites for people. Building websites is a great way for people to get their social presence, their web presence online, their identity online. People want that. People need that in today's day and age. Okay, putting together Yelp for them, Instagram, Twitter, all those things. You can offer it as a package. Flat fee for a website, $1,000, $2,000. And then for social media management, you can charge them a monthly rate, $500, $1,000, whatever it is that you discuss with them. 5th bonus way, read books. Please, if there's anything that I can give you, probably out of all of those things, the most important thing I can tell you is books. If you can get a subscription to Audible or you can start reading books, you will grow exponentially. Listen to Gary Vaynerchuk. Listen to Grant Cardone. These are great people with a ton of free content and advice on how you can market yourself better, because that's how you can make more money, when you market yourself better. So listen to all these people on social media as well, okay? And get some books from them. Some books I can recommend to you is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Amazing book, will literally turn you into a better human being. I'm not kidding. Another book I can offer you is 10X by Grant Cardone. This book was phenomenal, got me a head start, helped me a lot of the things that I'm doing today. The 3rd one, and I really should have mentioned this as the first one, Soft Skills by John Sonmez. And my channel exists almost entirely because of him. I mean, even think of the name. His channel's name is Simple Programmer, and my channel's name is Clever Programmer. Okay, so my channel pretty much started because of John Sonmez. If you guys need to go check out his content, check out his content. He's awesome. But get the book Soft Skills. He goes over how you can market yourself better, how you can build better how you can be better at social media, how you can negotiate better prices, how you can become a software developer. So he really teaches you a lot of the soft skills rather than a lot of the technical skills, though he offers those as well. Okay, so if you're a programmer or wanting to go into programming, then maybe that is a good book for you to start off with. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you liked it and it helped you, would you please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This channel is really about learning more coding skills and being able to market yourself better as an independent software developer, so you can land bigger clients and use your software development skills to do that. You can also enroll at Clever Programmer Academy, so where you can actually partake in the courses. I give you exercises, projects, and all of that stuff, and it's for free if you enroll in my Learn Python course. Okay guys, that's it. Can't wait to see you, and I'll see you in the next video.